This week's episode is brought to you by Body Scare. All natural body care products so good, they're scary.
What's going on?
Hello, welcome back to one new Zompire podcast where Patio Furniture's giving us the middle finger. Michelle the Dead is here, and tonight's special guest, Jesse McCollum.
Woo-woo!
I was told it was going to be Jesse the Body Ventura. I was fucking lied to.
Aw.
Well, look at that body. He is Jesse the Body.
Jesse the
I
dad
was super excited to talk to Jesse Ventura.
Jesse the dad bod. Ventura? That's funny, dude.
Jesse the Dad Bod Ventura. Can you please
What's
back
up?
out real quick
Hey,
and
it's
change your name to that?
Yay!
Yay! Man, this podcast is full of good-looking people tonight. Hell.
Yeah, and then me.
Nice.
Shut up. Oh, my
Jesse,
God.
Thank you for joining us. I'm really excited to have you here. You're wearing a Creep Show shirt. I have the Creep Show tattoo. So we're like kind of like this right now.
Yeah, totes.
I appreciate
And then,
it.
but I have that shirt too. I'm just not wearing it, so I'm like that too.
So you failed.
I did miserably. That's my life, bro. It's just one giant epic failure after another. Welcome
have-
to the.
I got scuba certified yesterday, though.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Thank you. It's
Well, I
so
need-
exciting.
After the show, when we're in the break room afterwards, I want to chat with you about that.
Okay. Sweet.
Sweet, excellent.
Excellent.
Well, before we get to our tonight's topic, which is the what are we doing?
We're doing, we were supposed to do our top 5 B-class horror movies.
Right.
So, first we must define what that is.
Well-
Here on the show, we always, when we're trying to define something, there's always like gray areas. I don't know if you've noticed that, but we're never able to really define anything on this show.
Well, before we get
Sharks is why I'm doing this. Wallace,
before we get too far into tonight's topic, let's talk to Jesse real quick. Jesse, we've all known from Seattle Crypticon. If you saw the banner, which I posted earlier, which I'm going to do again right now, obviously does a stellar Negan.
Yeah, I did all right. The funny thing about that too is I forgot the bat when we came out. I had to call, it's in SeaTac and I live out in South Hill, so I had to drive all the way back.
oh my
Crypticons
god.
were going on for Friday, and I'm like, no, it was my Friday thing. Because I was
That's so
that's
funny.
so funny.
Saturday, and then it took like 4 hours or something just to get back to my house, get the bat, and go all the way back. It was terrible.
Oh wow!
Jeez,
Do you cosplay?
totally worth it though.
Was that Vlad?
Do you cosplay every year?
Yeah, I like to cosplay. The first year I did it, I was Art the Clown, and that was when David Howard Thornton was there.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
I didn't know he was going to be there, and I already had it planned, and then he was there, so that was just
Do you have a photo with you and him?
I do.
Yeah, with you in cosplay.
Yeah, we had actually gotten quite a few. They're all upstairs in my living room.
Nice.
I have them on my phone though because I saved them.
Can you shoot Vlad one so you can post it
You
on
send
the
it to me
show?
on Facebook. I can post it.
Yeah, it should be on Facebook.
What attracted you to doing Negan in the first place?
Zombies are my favorite. It's like subgenre of horror. The first horror movie I ever saw when I was like 5 was the original Night of the Living Dead on Halloween night at my stepdad's house, and it just from then on, like I was just booked solid. And then I think I saw Return of the Living Dead on like HBO at my grandma's house, and it happened. It was like midnight and it was raining and the rain was hitting the roof and scared the crap out of me. And it was like, yeah, this is me. This is my thing. So it was just zombies from then on out.
Yeah,
I think that's
Living
kind of
Dead is such a good movie.
I think that's kind of what like drew me into Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Is I remember watching it on like USA Up All Night when my mom was at work and it was just me and my sister, and I was sitting on the couch, and I just had this like notion that a chainsaw was going to come under the couch and cut my ankles, and so I put my feet up on the couch, like sat cross-legged, because I was so worried about it.
Yeah.
Peter's here. Peter Anthony's here. Actually, Peter, you're in town right now, aren't you, dude? I think Peter's in town. Yeah, we start filming The Death of Snow White tomorrow. So
I know.
That's probably why he's here. So I get to see you tomorrow, Peter.
Peter.
Welcome, Peter Anthony. Always welcome. Such a good dude, man. Like, I had such a great time filming with him. Like, he was just such a good person to be around. A lot of fun.
Nice.
So wait, hold on.
Are you staying at Jason's, Peter? I will see you at 8 o'clock because I want breakfast.
I want breakfast too.
No, he said 7:30.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Wait, but hold on. I just got his picture and I need to put up. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get there. It's gonna take a second. Boom.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Michelle's on fire tonight.
I know.
I just sent you a bunch more.
Look at that.
That's such
amazing.
A rad picture.
That was before the Jesse the Dad Bod days there.
Jesse the Dad Bod Ventura. Bro, you really need to back out and change your name to that. I'm sorry.
Seriously, that's so funny.
We can pause for like 30 seconds so you can back out real quick.
It's really cool. He happened to be there in order to get that photo op. That's really cool.
That's a really cool picture too, because the expression that Howard Thornton is making is awesome. I love that it's in black and white. It's a really good photo. I like that.
Yeah, I also sent you a couple more.
Shit.
Melissa dressed up as Tara as well. So we
nice.
All right, hold on. Go back to Facebook. Let me go back to Facebook. I did back out of it. It takes a second.
God damn it.
Even dare you, Vlad. How dare you?
He dared.
My cat is being...
We should have like background music or something.
Oh, he's doing it.
He's changing his name.
He is.
We should have background music when we're like waiting to look at something because like
the
just lost
Jeopardy
75 watchers just now.
Hold on.
75 watchers.
Up 76 down, 77, 78.
No, we're in negative views apparently.
Shh. Trying to make people think a lot of people watch. God.
Oh,
there we go.
But cut this.
Does that work?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Music.
Jesse the Dad Bod.
Is he back?
Yeah.
He's
Here.
not in yet.
There he is.
Fuck yeah. That's so rad.
Oh, I love it.
Man.
That's so funny.
Now we just need to get you signed to WWE.
Right, hold on.
Okay, man. This music's gotta go.
That's gotta be
All right,
better
stop
waiting
this
music.
music.
Like play like
Hey, leave him alone. No, I don't care if you're upset. He's just laying there.
Me
You're
either.
being an asshole.
Oh, is your cat beating up your dog?
Sorry, my cat. Yeah.
Happens at my house too. The dog will like refuse to walk past the cat in the hallway and just stand there and like cry because the cat's sitting there like this. And if the dog walks past it, because like,
well, he's literally just laying here. Cat was making muffins, and then I go to touch him. He's like, meow, meow. And then he goes next to the dog, and he's like, meow.
78, 79,
dude.
80.
Look at that.
Right, so tell us what's going on here, Jesse.
Yeah, well, that's right. He wanted to do it right out of the scene. And if you see right there, that second comment there is from him.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So he was great. He was really nice. I mean, we sat there and talked to him for probably 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and, there was
he's a really good guy.
Yeah. And we just kept bumping into each other that whole weekend. We just kept bumping into each other.
I've heard that he's like one of the nicest dudes you can be around.
Yeah.
What's up, Rebecca?
Rebecca.
So, talking about Terrifier, that actually leads us into tonight's topic, which is our favorite B-rated horror films. So
yes.
that's a good segue.
There are so many to choose from.
I know.
mean,
it was impossible to make a list of 5.
Well, yeah, I didn't make a list of 5 either.
Well, when I was looking at, like, if you Google, best rated B-rated horror movies or whatever, I saw Army of Darkness come up, and I'm like, dude, that movie's not a B-rated movie to me. I saw.
But it is.
Well,
I mean, by definition, it is. By definition, it's like low budget.
Yeah, it's all about budget.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show came up, and I'm like, that's a goddamn staple,
Right, right. Now, I can tell you one that would be a really good example of a B movie. One that we all know and love, and it better be on the top of your list, is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Waffle points out Night of the Creeps, which is absolutely one of the best B-rated horror movies for sure.
That's Clarence, Vlad. The Waffle Moon. That's Clarence.
That's Clarence.
I was going to ask who that was because they made a
he was Candyman. His
comment
costume
about Serpent in the Rainbow earlier, and I was like, who is that? Because I love that movie.
Dude, that freaking costume though. I mean, he had real flies glued to him.
Yeah,
that was so fucking. What a fantastic detail!
This year, and he was super awesome.
Yeah,
I was really happy I got to talk to him, and his costume was spectacular.
Yeah, Melissa ended up getting ethically sourced bees, and then glued them onto his face.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Well, like a lot of them die. They don't have a very long lifespan, so a lot of them die. You can just pick the dead ones up. My dad has 3 hives. You can go pick up dead bees anytime.
Yeah. It's funny too because like the worker bees just take the dead bees out of the hive and just drop them in the front. Of
they're like
be gone with you.
They yeet them out of there. So see, Rebecca's got the ideas. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Trilogy of Terror, Motel Hell. Those are all great B movies. I think one of the worst ones I ever saw was called Inbred. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I think I may have seen that.
Oh God, it's
family's home movies.
Hey. No, dude, it makes you think it's gonna go a certain direction. It doesn't, and you're glad.
So it makes you think it's going to be good, but then it never gets good.
Well, that's not it. But anyways, it's really disturbing and terrible.
That's like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's thing. He's like, his twist. He's like, I'm going to make you think my movies are going to be good. And then his twist is like, nope, they suck. Got you.
I like him. And I totally call him Shyamalan Ding Dong all the time, too. It's funny.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to remember it. So.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yep.
But I like his movies. I'm on that other spectrum, though, because I like that. What's that one, The Happening? I liked The Happening.
Yeah.
It's hilarious to watch Mark Wahlberg pretend he knows how to act.
Night of the Comet was my very first horror movie that I ever saw.
That's one of the ones that like stuck with me from when I was a kid.
I saw that on like Up All Night or one of those types of things
Up All Night,
when I was a kid.
On USA.
Or maybe it was something with Edmus Scary, and he turned out to be like a Chimo or something.
So, real quick, let's go one by one. We're supposed to do a top 10 or top 5, but let's
impossible.
Why don't we just like start throwing movies out there and just talking about them?
We can
just
do that.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I don't like structure. I have to have structure all the time.
I don't like structure.
Sometimes I just want to like be unstructured because my whole life is structure.
Yeah.
Jesse, throw us a B-rated movie that you love.
One that I absolutely love. It's called Dead Alive or Brain Dead.
God damn it! I wanted to be the one to bring that up.
Oh, me too.
It is. I saw
bitch.
that. I think I saw that on like an Up All Night thing or something too, and I was just encapsulated like right off the bat. It's just like scene for scene is just phenomenal. It's complete and total camp all the way through, and then you come to find out it's Peter Jackson. You know, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson,
super serious guy, and then but he did this great piece of horror.
Yeah, he did. He did several because he did Bad Taste too, which is another fantastic no money horror movie. So good.
Well, and I think Dead Alive was actually like which was originally called Brain Dead, but that was like his first film, wasn't it?
It may.
No, Bad Taste was before Dead Alive.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, and you can tell too because even though Dead Alive has like no budget, it has more budget than Bad Taste had. Sure. Bad Taste has like no budget. It's pretty low, but it's so good.
Dead Alive to me is like easily top 10 all horror movies, not just B-rated or you know what I mean. Like it's top 10 for me. That movie's so amazing. Acting was great. Story was great. The gore was great. Like there's literally nothing I can find about that movie that I could say, or this was bad, or it was, dude, when he's got the goddamn lawnmower and he's just sawing people's faces off, like that.
There's so much blood in that scene.
Yeah,
so much blood in that scene.
I think we should have had a list of like the worst B movies, like the fucking worst of the worst. That would have been way more.
That's next week.
Fun, I think.
God,
we could do that next week if you want, but I haven't seen a lot of them. So,
someone
except for like Inbred,
scuba diving and making movies and watching.
I'm making movies and scuba diving and having a podcast.
I saw Randy 2 days ago.
Yeah. Nice.
He showed me pictures of the set design for.
Oh my god! I will send you a video afterwards, dude. What they have so far, they made that in like 2 weeks. We were over there last weekend and did a walkthrough. It's crazy, dude. It's
so, Patty,
crazy.
It's your turn. Give me one. What do you got?
Give you one? All right. One of my all-time favorite B-rate movies is a vampire flick from Richard Elfman, the brother of Danny Elfman. It's called Modern Vampires. It's god-awfully awesome. It's got Casper Van Dien in it. I think that's how you say his last name. Anyways, however you say his last name. Casper Van Dien as the main actor, and the main actress is Natasha Gregson Wagner. Both of those two are so horrible at acting. It's awesome, but they're good because they're so bad. They're good.
You're telling me that Johnny Rico is horrible at acting?
Fuck yeah, bro. That movie's rad though too. I love that movie.
I love it.
Dude, watch Modern Vampires. He is horribly awesome in that movie. And Natasha Gregson Wagner is, I don't know, she's something special when it comes to acting. And they both crushed it in that movie. It's great. If you haven't seen it, if you love the Elfmans, if you love Danny Elfman and Richard Elfman, watch it. It's fucking fantastic. One of
my favorite things is they were both in a band called Oingo Boingo, and there's a song. Fuck's it called?
I remember Oingo Boingo.
It plays to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And the video is perfect. Like it's so perfect.
Yeah, I remember you. I think you showed that to me when I was at your house once.
I think so. Yeah, but I love those guys. Well, and it's obviously like doing all the sound for Tim Burton's films and all that. Like those dudes are great.
It's so crazy how big Danny Elfman got, but then Richard Elfman. I don't know if that was by design or like what, but like I don't know if like Richard Elfman didn't want to get on that level because they're both musically geniuses, right?
Right.
So I just don't know. Like, did Richard Elfman just be like, fuck it?
Have you guys seen Watchers?
Which one? The new one or the one from '88 with Corey Haim?
Oh,
Ooh,
Look at
I haven't
you.
seen either. So
Same.
can I talk about one though that
Nope.
is near and dear to my heart?
Yes,
Sleepaway Camp.
That
of
was on my
course.
list. On my
Shut up.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dude, I love that movie. It is so good.
Yeah.
It is great.
The series, but the first one is because like there's nobody
I like the
ever
whole
watched
series.
it. I do too, but it gets kind of out there as it goes. But like
It's a horror movie.
no one watched the
supposed to get
original.
out there.
No one watched the original film and could ever guess. It's like the M. Night Shyamalan of horror movies.
Except
Like,
it's good.
it's the original M. Night Shyamalan. No one ever saw that coming. And then not only that, but the fucking what is it? The curler and the dude, best kill scene.
Best kill scene ever.
It was just such a great movie.
Yeah,
I'll
I
watch
agree.
it right now. I'll watch it right now.
Fuck this podcast. I'm watching this movie.
Sorry. But anyway, yeah. That whole series, I do love the series. The first one's the best one because you kind of didn't see it coming. And that final scene where she's holding the boy's head and they pan back. Oh, dude, I love it. My favorite fucking thing on earth.
The sequel wasn't as bad. Part 3 was really the real stretch there.
Yeah, I think I like the whole series. 1 and 2 are like gems. 3, I think, is like I like it just because it's part of the series. But I think if it was a standalone film, I'd be like, eh.
Well, and you gotta love
Bruce Springsteen's sister in there.
The cover for I think it was part 2, where she's got the backpack and it has like the hockey mask, the glove, and it kind of like gave homage to the other big slasher films of the time.
Yeah.
But did anyone else?
I love that poster.
Think Pamela Springsteen was related to Bruce?
I don't think I ever thought about it.
No, I didn't. Never.
It's not very often you come across a last name like Springsteen.
Right, but then again, you don't really think that the boss and this B-rated horror actress are actually related. Then you find out they are.
I wish they were. Wasn't there an actress that was in like a Bruce Springsteen video that got super Courtney Cox, I think.
Courtney Cox,
yeah. She was in like a Bruce Springsteen video when she was like a teenager and then became like super
in the dark.
Yeah, that's right. I love Courtney Cox. She's amazing.
Yeah,
I guess you like in the kind of like in the vein of what you're just talking about, Jesse, is like how like somebody like Bruce Springsteen and then like the tier level. I guess like if you look at it like that, you have Clint Howard and Ron Howard related, right? Ron Howard is like way up here, and Clint's decided to keep it low level, right, and stay in, which I feel like is probably by choice, huh?
Ron's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard, she's a huge actress.
Yeah.
So, it still stays that way because you still have Clint. And I think maybe part of it happens because of the way that Clint looks. You think about like Waterboy, I'm not a good looking man.
Michelle, we haven't heard one from you yet. What do you got for us?
Yeah, you heard me say Thanksgiving.
Well, wasn't that before we went live?
No.
Oh, my bad.
No, but Thanksgiving. Human Centipede. How about that?
Okay. You got me there. I love how much I love that movie.
Yes.
I have a tramp stamp on my battle vest. Human Centipede.
I know. I love it.
And I got an autograph right there from Lawrence Harvey.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the fact that the first movie you mentioned, besides Thanksgiving, because I think that was in a different segment, the first movie you mentioned is a body horror film. I appreciate that because we both have a huge love for body horror.
Yes. I love body horror. That's why I love Tusk. Also, that's a great one.
I don't know if Tusk would be B-rate though, because Kevin Smith's got some bang.
Yeah, I don't know how much that movie was made with. So
yeah,
I do know that the surgery part was real fucking cheap surgery. I got so mad. I was looking at those incisions. I was looking at the aftercare, and I was like getting mad. She's like, if you want this thing to survive, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yelling
Take it
at
to
the
a vet.
doctor.
They would have done better.
Come on.
Come
You
on.
throw something in the water immediately after you have that kind of surgery. You gotta stay out of the water for like 2 weeks, dude. Keep that incision from like
Yeah, it'll get infected.
Honestly, I didn't see any IV drip. I didn't see any like medications being given.
I'm surprised you didn't write Kevin Smith and just rip him one.
I almost did. I was so close, but I had other things to do and I didn't have time.
Oh, I think Ryan's right. Crowdfunded.
Oh. Hey, Ryan.
Have you guys seen Yoga Hosers?
Yeah, that movie sucks.
That's such a terrible movie.
Why does everyone hate that movie? Like, it's not the best movie ever, but it's like comical and
it's super comical.
There's very few movies that I turn off and don't finish, and that was one of them.
Oh wow.
I finished it. I
couldn't.
I finished, but I wasn't happy about it.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
My life.
Start calling you Mike Ness.
I'm a 12-year-old boy. I'm sorry.
All right, Jesse, what do you got for us? What's your next one?
You know, this is actually also one of my favorite movies of all time, and it is B-rated just based on all standards. It was, barely funded.
All standards.
You know what I mean? Like it's Evil Dead. It's the original Evil Dead.
Yeah,
that is probably the ultimate B-rated that really had the highest amount of success. And Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is amazing, Brandon. That is complete and total 80s camp. I love Killer Tomatoes.
Johnny Depp was great in Yoga Hosers.
But yeah, for me it's definitely Evil Dead. That's
Evil Dead's the epitome of B-rate success for sure.
Yeah. It just kept getting like all three of them. The first three really were all B-rated, and even Army of Darkness had more funding, but it still wasn't like that high level. It wasn't funded like Scream or Nightmare on Elm Street.
It was the highest funded out of the trilogy, and it was still not funded. Derek,
have no fear. Derek's here.
He's arrived.
What's up, Derek?
Waffle saw Evil Dead when he was 5.
Yeah, that'll fuck somebody up for sure.
I saw Evil Dead 2 on acid. You want to talk about fucking somebody else?
Dude, you want to talk about fucking
in the lamp when he's doing this? Oh.
Yeah, that would be a fucking.
You want to talk about fucking someone up? I saw remember the movie The Cell?
Yeah.
I saw that on acid, the first
one. Jennifer Lopez and Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio was so good in that film.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Nope.
Brandon said that series sucked.
I'm not even going to leave that up any longer.
No.
I can't get behind that. Sorry, Brandon.
I for one am curious though. So Brandon, I don't care how long the comment is, but even if it's a paragraph, can you explain? I'm just curious to why. You're allowed to have your opinion, but I'm just curious why. Like, is there a certain thing about it that you don't like?
While you guys talk about the next film or wait for Brandon, I'm going to go use the lavatory.
Okay. The laboratory. Yes. Okay.
The laboratory.
So I do want to talk about a movie that I have not seen. I started watching it, but fell asleep like a couple of times. So it must be one of those movies that you just watch when you want to fall asleep.
Was it?
But I believe it's probably a pretty decently terrible B movie, and that is Velocipaster.
Yes.
I've not seen it. I've been trying to, and I'm so tired because I do a lot.
Finish it.
Okay.
Just finish it. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Just finish it.
Okay.
You won't hate me.
That's valid then, right?
Yeah,
I can add that to the list as my honorary mention because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, you've seen
honorable mention.
He told you to watch Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage.
Hey,
that's true.
Why are you hating on
Derek
that?
said.
I can't stand it. I think Nicolas Cage is like one of those just
horrible actors. That's awesome.
Anybody can fill his void.
He's so bad he's good. That's the great thing about
him. He has
him.
his moments. Sometimes he has his
And
moments.
Willy's Wonderland was one of them because he didn't have to
It's
talk.
not like he did much. He just like took his break every time on the dot and played his.
What about the unbearable weight of massive talent?
How Willy's Wonderland was fantastic.
It wasn't horrible. I could watch it again. But
what's up? How was your pee-pee?
Everything came out fine.
Great.
Was it bloody?
I didn't look.
Was it orange? No, so you didn't look. You should really pay attention to the color of your urine because it will tell you if you're dehydrated or if something's wrong. So it's important.
Well, here's what's wrong. Brandon says Jeff never really got into it. It was just so fake looking. I don't know if that was because I watched it when I was young and need to rewatch it again. But
it was fake. It was fake looking because it was made with like $5.
And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about B movies, cheaply made.
When you see, oh shit, what the hell's his name? The kid who made the movie,
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi. He was like literally 11 when he made that movie.
Well, they were in college. They all went to Michigan State.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm saying
it was a college project.
They like it's the same thing with Things Killing.
That was a college project as well. It wasn't even supposed to be a movie.
Things Killing doesn't have the what am I trying to say? Things Killing doesn't have the. Everyone loves Evil Dead. Not everyone has seen Things Killing.
Like, I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure all of us have.
But I mean, Things Killing just came out, though, right? I mean, it's fairly new, right?
No, that
Things
was
Killing?
in 2004.
Yeah, that's
new enough
that's
compared
pretty
to
old.
Evil Dead. I mean, Evil Dead came out in 1981?
Yeah, it's pretty old. I mean, I guess relevant. Yeah, I guess if you're looking at it that way.
2008. So even
newer than enough. I mean, it's just a little over 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised I haven't seen that.
While we're talking about college projects that came from people who ultimately became successful afterwards, one of my favorite all-time B-rate movies is exactly one of those, and it's Cannibal the Musical from the fucking South Park. Dude, that movie is so good. It was made with like $10 maybe, and it was a college project. It was back before anybody knew who the fuck Trey Parker and Matt Stone were, and that movie is goddamn great.
Agreed. Also great, and along the same lines of like a B-rated horror, let's talk about Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Let's talk
that
about
movie's so fucking badass.
Yeah.
And it's obviously true to the real story of Abraham Lincoln, obviously. We can all agree.
Oh, yeah, he totally hunted vampires.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that movie, though. It's so good. But for real, let me bring up a movie that everyone's going to probably shit on me for.
Why? Because it's not a B movie?
It's definitely a Z movie. But I like it. And it's maybe because I love vampire.
You can like B movies. You can
Plan 9 from Outer Space. Nobody likes that.
No, I love that movie.
I love that.
Yeah, that was on my list.
Yeah, I love Plan 9.
Oh, okay.
I love Edward Wood.
Okay, well then I don't. I know a lot of people don't like that movie, and it's the worst horror movie ever made, and blah blah blah. But
I mean, in a way, it is, but it's still awesome. In a way, it's probably one of the worst films ever put to film, but it's still amazing.
But wasn't that like Ed Wood's thing though? Like he doesn't.
Let's make the worst movie ever.
Not making the worst movie.
No, he tried.
He want to follow that track.
I think Ed Wood, I think he was trying to make really good movies. He just wasn't good at it. He wasn't like a good, like he was in the wrong business, I think. His movies just never caught on. I mean, he had Bela Lugosi in his films, and they just Still didn't.
Shitted on it.
Yeah.
What do you got, Michelle? I know you got one dialed up.
Cocaine Bear.
That wasn't
Cocaine Bear.
That movie had a budget.
Did it? No.
That movie had a
budget,
millions and millions of dollar budget.
Really?
Yeah, because
it didn't seem like it. I didn't look it up, but it didn't really seem like it.
It's just really corny, and
it had
the premise is B movie.
It had
well, then I take it back.
What's that dude's name? God, I love the guy. No, the guy that's dead. He was the
one from Goodfellas.
Yeah, that guy's. There's no way that movie's a B-rate movie just on probably his paycheck alone from that movie. He probably cost $1 million plus just to be in that film.
Ray Liotta.
Yeah, Ray Liotta. I love that guy.
There was something else about that too, because that was hold on, I'm looking it up. Yeah, it was directed by Elizabeth Banks. So yeah, that definitely had.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, like, dude, one of my favorite kill scenes in any movie is when that lady goes flying out the back of the fucking ambulance and skids like face down across. Like that's on the level of like when Jason takes a dude in a sleeping bag and beats him against a tree. To me,
dude, that was like only one of two good parts of the movie.
That's like on the same level.
Michelle obviously did not like Cocaine Bear.
He did not like Cocaine Bear, even though she brought it up in her top 5. No,
well, I didn't realize it was top 5 that I liked. It's like top 5, like I don't know. Just never mind.
Michelle, I didn't realize it was top 5 that I liked. I'm just throwing movies out there.
I'm gonna say Brandon, absolutely not. Halloween is a low budget because it may have been a low budget. I don't know. Like I don't know what their budget was on that.
I don't think Carpenter's budget was very big on that movie. I think it was pretty low budget.
Well, I mean, you can look at any 60s, 70s horror films and say probably most of them were low budget. Think about Texas
Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
The budget for the original Halloween was between $300,000 and $325,000. $300,000.
Oh wow!
So
that's pretty low budget.
I would consider that pretty low budget.
Yeah.
Hence, they used a William Shatner mask. One of the ones I did. Wait, where did it go? Can we talk about Toxic Avenger?
Oh my God! Yes.
I love that film. I love all.
Has that remake come out yet?
Huh?
Has that remake come out yet?
I don't think so.
Toxic Tutu?
No, they're remaking the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, you're right, with Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. Did that release yet?
No, I don't believe so. Not that I know of.
Subspecies. Fuck yeah.
It's made.
Radu.
That says it was released September 21st last year.
The new Toxic Avenger?
I slept on
Peter
that.
Dinklage.
I slept on that. That sucks. I want to watch that.
Oh, you're right.
I need to find that.
Hey, that's got Kevin Bacon in it too.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
And Elijah Wood.
The
Baconator. Missed opportunity.
And
we could have talked about that during our Baconator.
We had a whole episode about the Baconator,
and we didn't bring up the new Toxie at all.
Oh mother!
We're horrible. How do we even have a show? Cancel us.
Elijah Wood?
Yeah, it says Elijah Wood.
How is Elijah Wood in this?
He's good. He's good in like darker shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was that Maniac. He was in Maniac.
Yeah, the remake.
He can play creepy.
Yeah, he's fucking insane, creepy.
Well,
yeah, he was
Kevin. That one movie too that he did called like what was that movie that he did called like Army Man or whatever?
Army Man.
Was that him?
Swiss Army Man?
Was he in that?
I thought it was Elijah, was it not? Or was it the other one that I always confuse him with?
Let's see.
So apparently right now you can watch the new Toxic Avenger on Peacock, Amazon Prime, Tubi,
I had
Pluto
Peacock, and I've not
TV.
seen it on there.
Dude, me neither. I would have totally watched it by now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to like cut this episode short and go watch that.
Fuck y'all, I'm out.
What about Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong?
Any of the Ginger Dead Man movies are awesome.
Did you even finish it?
Gary Busey. Fuck yeah.
Oh my god. Evil Bong. That just fucking cracks me up.
Evil Bong.
Evil Bong.
Actually, I will say that I think that one of the most popular, creative stands still today, which is why they haven't remade it, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
The costuming, the idea behind it, everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a great movie.
Yeah. Love it. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Waffle could not get through those movies.
Which one, the
Ginger Dead Man?
Oh, the jazz.
Yeah, I tried to watch the Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong, and I got like, I think 8 or 9 minutes in. I was like, oh my god,
you shut that off hella quick,
dude. I tried. I guess you have to be in the right mood for it. Melissa,
just go watch the original Ginger Dead Man. That's it. Just go back and watch the very first Ginger Dead Man.
I think there's only a certain amount of Gary Busey's craziness that you can like really take
stomach in one
movie
sitting. Yeah, for real.
Oh man, Gary Busey's the man. Crazy man, but he's the man.
So let's talk about something that I think made a lot of people's career happen. Couldn't tell you what year it was made. I know it was in the 70s. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that movie. I can recite probably 90% of it. I'm sure it was low budget.
Yeah.
But
on the next episode of the Zompire podcast, Vlad is going to reenact whatever movie we're talking about right now. A Rocky Horror Picture Show. I totally blanked on. By himself.
Time is fleeting. Matt.
It was the budget for that $1.4 million.
Ooh, not low budget.
Oh.
So I guess in the 70s that wouldn't be low budget.
I mean, you can call it it's independent for sure. And independent should be able to fall within that realm, but
I don't think independent makes it B. I think it's solely budget, kind of.
How on earth did they make 100? How did they pull 1.4 million for that? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, most of the shit was paper mache. Was Hell LLC low budget?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, a lot of those found footage type movies are low budget, but they're good.
Well, I mean, speaking of which,
because I love Hell House LLC.
Yeah, those are
my favorite found footage series of all time. I love it. I love all of them.
And they're done so well.
The Blair Witch Project, I would imagine, was pretty low budget. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Jesse will probably Google it here in a minute and be like, it was 18 million.
I'm sure it was super low budget, but
well, now with that attitude,
it did really well.
With that attitude, I'm gonna go over there and smack you in the face.
Well, you got to figure that had to have been pretty cheap to make because it's not like there was a ton of special effects.
There was nothing. I mean, there was a flashlight and
with cameras.
GoPro.
The budget was 200,000, between 200,000 and 750,000.
Seems like a very wide range.
That seems a little too wide to me. I could believe 300,000, but that's wow. What the hell? After
$750,000 seems like a lot.
Yeah, I feel like that's off. I don't know if I believe that.
It says that shot on an original budget of $35,000 to $60,000. The film had a final cost of $200,000 to $750,000.
So nobody knows really.
Well, it says after post-production edits, so they pay all the people to do all the editing and stuff.
Yeah, which I'm sure there was a lot of editing on that. A lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There was just days and days and days of footage filmed of those kids just filming everything that they were doing. So it's probably a lot of editing.
And now they're making nothing. They get no residuals. They get nothing out of it.
Yeah, they got fucked
so
over on that.
Crazy. Would you consider Friday the 13th low budget?
I don't know what it was filmed on. It looks like a low budget film.
Let's look it up. 550,000.
Huh? What was it?
550,000.
$500,000.
I figure
Maybe.
for 1980, that's probably a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah, it's not really.
Is B horror based? And I'm asking this to the group on how much money they had to make the movie. Is that what we're?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, obviously, like 500,000 40 years ago,
1979, 1980, when they were filming it. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right.
That's probably equivalent to probably like 1.5 mil now.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm trying to get the parameters.
The parameters.
Yeah. I mean,
You're
look
a
at
parameter.
it, think that it's B-rated for sure, because especially back then, all horror was B-rated back then.
Right. Yeah, there was so many low budget in the 80s. Low budget studios were popping up like
everywhere.
Every day there was a new fucking low budget studio popping up. It was the 80s was like the heyday for B-rate horror.
Yeah, Night of the
Dude, remember
Night of the Demons too. I love Night of the Demons.
That is a great one. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers.
Nothing better than Hollywood chainsaws and hookers.
And hookers.
Put them all three together.
That's the best thing next to chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie.
All right, so we're getting close to the end.
This is the end.
What's your favorite?
This is the end, my friend.
The end.
Everyone gets to say one movie, and it can be one we already said. But what is
Sharknado.
your?
I'm just gonna blurt them out.
Favorite B-rated horror movie all time? Go.
Wow, that's so hard.
Michelle, you go first.
No, I can't tell you of all time. There's too many.
What do you mean?
I don't have an of all time. Because I'll hear one, I'll be like, oh yeah, I love that one even more.
What are you feeling right in this moment? Knowing that it can change in 2 seconds, hear something else, but in this moment.
No. Okay, next.
Moving on.
I'll go. Cannibal Holocaust.
Really?
Yeah, of course. I love that fucking movie.
If you were trying to keep that a secret, you failed.
That's like one of my favorite movies of all fucking time.
All time.
All time.
All.
Well, everyone
Not
knows.
part-time.
Everyone knows my favorite series is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas 2 being my number one. And that was probably not low budget or B. It's probably B rated, but it's not low budget, I wouldn't think.
It's low budget.
So it is?
Yeah.
T2?
80,000.
How much?
80,000.
For Texas 2?
It finalized for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it started at 80,000 and tapped out at 140.
Oh, so Texas 2 then. I love Cannibal Holocaust.
Adjusted for inflation is $900,000.
But I'm a Texas 2 guy.
Oh yeah,
gotta get that Texas barbecue.
The whole wall over there is Texas 2.
I've been trying to find that poster, that Breakfast Club TCM poster. Where they're all.
Oh yeah.
I want it on a shirt though.
That's such a good poster.
That's like the best, probably the greatest horror movie poster of all time. Yeah, it's that one right there. I got to get that.
Signed by Bob Elmore. That's my baby. But I also got this one signed by Bill Johnson, which is also a great picture.
Yeah,
it is. It's a nice one.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go with Texas 2 then, since it was made for literally peanuts. What do you got, Pat?
Well, I feel like I should say Killer Clowns from Outer Space because it's one of my all-time favorite movies. But I think because I'm feeling in the moment a little different right now, I'm gonna go with Return of the Living Dead.
Not a bad one.
That's such a good movie. I love it so much. Tarman is one of my favorite things in the world. I love Tarman.
Well, and what is it? Linnea Quigley.
Yep.
She just like permeates 80s horror.
Permeates.
Like, I got to pierce her.
Yeah.
I was pretty stoked about it.
Nice.
Did she permeate piercings?
I felt permeated on.
That's kind of gross, dude.
I don't know what the hell you just said, little man, but she's special.
Sometimes you get permeated on. What do you want me to tell you?
Sometimes you do. Sometimes
what do you got?
You just
Jesse the Dad Bod Ventura.
Well, I definitely would go with Texas Chainsaw and Return of the Living Dead, but since you guys said those, I'm gonna go right back to Dead Alive.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not wrong on that.
Brain Dead. That's just.
I thought you were gonna say Evil Dead.
I thought about it, but I'll call him a tie.
I truly feel like
Dead Alive,
Dead Alive is one of the most underrated horror films of all time.
Jesse, since you're the guy in the chair tonight with your little keyboard looking up stuff, can you look to see if Cemetery Man, what the budget for Cemetery Man was?
Yeah. Patty, I'm a little surprised that you haven't brought up Reanimator.
I tried to refrain from bringing up Reanimator tonight because I always talk about Reanimator, and I didn't want to talk about it. But it was really hard.
This was a perfect scenario for you to bring up Reanimator.
I know, and I love it so much, and I talk about it so much. I just tried not to, and now look, you got me talking about it.
Fright Night was a great one, yeah.
Love Fright Night.
The Howling, The Fog, yeah. Dead Alive is the greatest romantic comedy ever made.
That's so good.
Ryan, you're so not wrong there. It is so good.
I am not finding it.
That's how low
Michelle.
It was.
It's your turn, Michelle. What do you got?
I've been thinking about it, and I'm going to have to go with Dolls.
I kind of thought you was going to say Friday the 13th Vengeance.
No. Just because I was in it.
Dolls is a good choice. I like that choice.
I got to put this back up because it's just too fucking funny.
It was the greatest romantic comedy ever.
It says that
and I love a good rom-com.
Is estimated with a budget of $4 million.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's Italian.
Definitely not low budget.
Yeah, it was an Italian horror film too. So
yeah.
And it didn't really gross much. They grossed $253,986 worldwide.
Yeah, not that many people liked it. I liked it, and I was thinking about bringing it up. Good thing I didn't, because it is not a B-rate horror movie in those standards.
So, Jesse, I know that you had mentioned. I mean, one of the reasons we had you on this week, we told you we were going to bring you on, but you were saying that you wanted to start a horror podcast, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about it with me, Melissa, and Clarence. And
I think you should.
Oh, I thought you were taking my spot here. Just joking. I was out. I'm out. Jesse's taking my spot.
Yeah, Clarence, I was in. It's a fan film. Friday the 13th, Vengeance Part 2, Bloodlines. Not Vengeance 1, but Vengeance 2.
And also in the Horrorverse from CCC.
I'm also in the Horrorverse, yes. And some other things, too. So, music videos.
And if nobody's seen the Horrorverse, watch
bits
it.
And pieces.
It's fantastic.
But
if nobody's seen Vengeance 2, watch it, because it's fantastic.
Yes.
So,
Peter Anthony, if you're still here watching, I love your movie. Thank you for making such awesomeness.
Do you have
Peter Anthony is still here.
Do you have a timeline, Jesse, of when you might be starting that podcast?
I'm not sure. It's, got to talk with Clarence. Clarence works evenings throughout the week, and so we'd end up having to do it over a weekend. and everybody's out partying on the weekend. So
well, the CCC Entertainment does theirs, I think, on Saturdays or something like that.
Yeah.
Well,
but they don't go live though. They record and then play.
What I was going to say is with the website that we use, StreamYard, you can actually record it and then post, and then you can set it to post whenever you want. And you can post it to like several different platforms at once. So if you want to talk about it more later on, or tomorrow or whatever, I can kind of tell you like kind of what it is and how to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I can come on and be a guest, and then you can have all of us and come on and be a guest.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Well, guys, it's been fun. We were gone for a week, but we're back.
Real. Yes.
And I love you all.
Love you so much.
And till next time.
This week's episode of the Zompire Horde podcast is brought to you by Bloody Knuckle Customs. Come check us out at www.bloodyknucklecustoms.com.
What's going on?